Welcome to my channel. My name is Erica Wiggins and I make videos for single young adults on how to maximize your single years and prepare well for marriage. I didn't get married till I was 33, so I understand all the struggles of singleness. Today I have a video for you on 5 tips making it through the holidays single. So let's jump in. Tip number 1, be intentional. What do you want to do this holiday season? Who do you want to see? Who do you not want to see? Where do you want to go? Where do you not want to go? What do you want to do? Plan it out. I remember 6 or 7 years ago when my husband and I were dating, and we were supposed to spend Thanksgiving together with his family, but we broke up right before Thanksgiving. So here I was just a couple of days before Thanksgiving with nowhere to go. And I couldn't go home to be with my family because my family was in Tennessee that year celebrating Thanksgiving, and I was home in Florida. So I had nowhere to go. Thankfully, I reached out to a mentor from church, and she said, thankfully, I could spend Thanksgiving with her and her family, and I had a wonderful time. Please don't let that be you, that you spend Thanksgiving. I hope none of you spent Thanksgiving alone somewhere. Don't let yourself spend any of the holiday time alone. Reach out to someone and see if you could spend the holidays with them, or see if there's some other singles who plan on being alone this holiday season and get together. If you're married and watching this, if you know any singles in your life, reach out to them and make sure they have somewhere to spend the holiday season. And if they don't, invite them to come be with you and your family. Plan it out. You don't want to spend this holiday season alone, because let's be real, the holidays are an awesome time, but when you are single, the holidays can be a difficult time where you feel extra single and extra lonely. So I want you to think about what you're doing Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and really plan it out and be intentional about where you're going to go and what you're going to do and who you're going to see. Some things to consider as you make your plans this holiday season are: 1, consider hosting your own party, and 2, consider volunteering somewhere. I remember when I was single, I hosted a holiday party a few different years, and some years a lot of people came and it was a lot of fun, and some years just a few girlfriends came, but it was still a really nice time. There's something about volunteering that just helps us get our eyes off of ourselves and helps us feel better about our current situation when we take our eyes off of ourselves and serve someone else. Tip number 2, prepare yourself mentally and emotionally for this season, meaning the loneliness that you might feel, and also those awkward conversations or questions that you might get at the dinner table. You know, Aunt Susie might just be like, "Why are you still single? You are so beautiful. Are you just being too picky? I'm gonna set you up with Robbie." I remember when I turned 30 and a family member told me that I should start freezing my eggs. These are the kinds of awkward conversations I'm talking about. So how can you prepare yourself mentally and emotionally for these conversations? Well, I think for one, you can take inventory of where you are emotionally that season and journal about it, pray about it, maybe talk to a therapist, talk to a friend, talk to a trusted friend, talk to a mentor. You might want to think about what you want to say to family and friends when they start prying about your dating life or lack of a dating life. And if you don't want to talk about it, which brings me into tip number 3, setting boundaries, then you can just say, "Hey, I don't want to talk about this. I know you mean well. I love you. Let's talk about something else." And hopefully they will respect that. So tip number 3, set boundaries. I'm talking about boundaries on your time and boundaries relationally with other people. So for example, if you are going to be back in your hometown and let's say all your old high school friends always do a Christmas party every year, but you know you're going to see that ex that you don't really want to see, maybe you need to set a boundary and not go to the party or limit the amount of time that you spend at the party. And the same thing with family members at the dinner table. You might have to set boundaries in conversation with them. "Hey, you mean well. I love you. I don't want to talk about this." Or you might need to set boundaries with certain family and friends that you don't want to see too much this holiday season. Just limit the amount of time that you have to spend with these people who might trigger things for you. Tip number 4, do something special for yourself and take some time for yourself this holiday season. Hopefully you can take some time off of work so that the holiday time is not so stressful for you. And think about what you want to do this holiday season to make it special for you. I remember one year I took myself to the spa and I said, Merry Christmas to myself. And I had a lovely day by myself. You might want to get some girlfriends together to go to the spa. You might want to get some guy friends to go to the shooting range, go out to lunch. Figure out what is something special you can do, whether you want to do it alone, take your favorite book, take your Bible, take your journal, or whether you want to get some girlfriends together or get some guy friends together. Don't just let your calendar get filled up with holiday parties and shopping and all the to-dos of the season, but really carve out some time that you can take by yourself alone to reflect on the year, prepare for the new year, and take some time for yourself to do something special for yourself. Tip number 5, find someone to serve. Is there a neighbor or an elderly person at your church or another single who you know is going through a difficult time, or a family you know going through a difficult time that you can do something special for this holiday season? Is there a place connected with your church that you want to volunteer at to bless someone this holiday season? Think about someone this holiday season who is in need, who might be going through something difficult that you can serve. So easy when you're single to get your eyes on yourself and have a little bit of a pity party. But when we get our eyes off of ourselves and onto other people, it really helps us with perspective and clarity on life. And there might be someone around you in your neighborhood or at your church that you can bless this season. It's going to help you feel better. It's going to help you enjoy the holiday season more and feel more joyful and more grateful. I have prepared a free download for you that goes along with this video, and I have the link down in the description below. So what about you? What is the hardest part for you about going through the holiday season single? Down in the comments below. Next week, I have a video for you about mindset going into the new year, because we all know it can be hard to have a positive mindset when you are single. Enjoyed this video and you want to see more, please be sure to subscribe.